7 minutes.
Minister, there is no denying the impact the financial crisis has had on Irish workers and families. Slowly, we have worked our way towards fiscal health as individuals and families, and as a nation as a whole. In the efforts to recover from the global financial crisis, most of us were asked to shoulder a heavy burden. Many people recognise that burden as a reality in society. However, the self-employed in particular feel that they are being asked to carry more than their share of responsibility. The self-employed are a critical component of the national economy. They take significant risks, often without a safety net. Their goal is to contribute to the economy and to secure a living for themselves and their families and their employees. Budget 2015 is all about building futures for Irish families to help create jobs, and this government is doing it with gusto. However, many small business owners feel that the new USC rate of 11% will put undue stress on their financial situation. And instead of expanding their operation, many business owners feel that they will be forced to save costs wherever they can. I received a letter from a constituent who said, "I can understand imposing extra charges on people who earn more, but I think then we should be given rights as well, and also incentives to take on more staff." Minister, I recognise the strides that we have made in rebuilding this economy. I welcome and commend the many progressive steps of Budget 2015, and I would simply ask the Minister for the message to be made clearer that this government is not unfairly taxing the self-employed. It seems to me that there is great confusion and thus annoyance over the USC rate from the very people who we encourage to take on the challenge of starting a business and taking risks. The self-employed are honest, hard-working people who only want fair results for their work. I believe that there was a helpful response in yesterday's Irish Times from Brendan Loughnane in the Department of Finance. He has clearly stated that to suggest the divide has widened as a result of changes introduced in Budget 2015 is simply not true. The factual position is that a single PAYE worker and a single self-assessed worker earning €100,000 will see an increase of €747 in their net income in 2015 as a result of Budget 2015. Minister, this message needs to be communicated to the self-employed who do not feel supported by this government. Minister, I would also like to refer to other opposition TDs' comments earlier today, suggesting the introduction of a wealth tax. It is easy for them to stand here and to shout out ill-thought-out suggestions without really considering the reality. As a TD for Dún Laoghaire, I can vouch for many families who live in modest 3-bedroom and 4-bedroom semi-detached houses and who have paid exorbitant prices for these modest homes. These people who are taxpayers cannot afford a wealth tax. And can I remind these opposition loudmouths that many of the constituents in Dún Laoghaire pay their income tax, pay their childcare costs, pay their property tax, and many will support and pay for water tax because they know that water is not a free commodity. But by God, they will not support a wealth tax on their homes. Finally, Minister, let me again commend you on a progressive budget that has abolished the 0.6 pension levy, retained the 9% VAT rate, not increased the excise duty on alcohol, extended breast check and retained the pupil-teacher ratio. Yesterday, the European Economic Forecast published by the European Commission stated that Ireland's growth will be the largest in the EU both this year and next year. This achievement is a direct result of the difficult decisions you, Minister Noonan, wisely and competently made, and that the Irish people have shouldered. I have confidence that this finance bill will help ensure continued growth and positive news for Ireland.
Leon Collins.
Thank you, Ceann Comhairle.